Hello dear students. In the last class we gone through with the introduction class of the haloalkanes and haloarenes. There we have studied the definition of haloalkanes and haloarenes. In the today's class we are going to discuss the classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So here the haloalkanes are classified on the many bases. Among them the first one is on the basis of the number of halogen atoms. On the basis of the number of halogen atoms, if the one halogen atom is bonded to the aliphatic or aromatic hydrocarbon atom, then it will be considered as monohaloalkane. If it is 2, dihaloalkane or arene. If it is 3, trihaloalkane or arene. If it is many, polyhaloalkanes or haloarenes. I have given here some of the examples. See here. Here the first example, it is ethane. From this ethane, if I remove the one hydrogen atom and bond with the one halogen atom, then it will be considered as a monohaloalkane. Same ethane I have taken here. Here, if I remove the two hydrogen atom from the two different carbon atoms, you can remove from the same carbon atom also. But here, I removed with the two separate carbon atoms of ethane, one halogen atom. So here, the two halogen atoms are bonded to the same ethane with the two different carbon atoms. So then, therefore, this is the class of a dihaloalkanes we can see, where we are having the two halogen atoms. Similarly, the third example I have taken here, propane. You can take the only one carbon atom and remove the hydrogen atom to the same carbon atom, or three different carbon atoms. So I have removed each carbon atom from among the three carbon atom, each carbon atom is removed with the one hydrogen atom and bonded with the halogen. See here. So all these are removed with the each hydrogen atom from the every carbon atom. So therefore it is a trihaloalkane. And similarly from the benzene, if I removed one hydrogen atom and bonded with the only one halogen, therefore it is considered as a monohaloarene. Second, if I take the two hydrogen atoms with the two halogen atoms, then it will be considered as a dihaloarene. If three more than two, then it will be definitely polyhaloarene or polyhaloalkanes. So based on the number of halogen atoms, if 1 or 2, 3, we can say that di, tri, tetra or many means polyhaloalkanes and haloarenes. So monohalo compounds are further classified into two categories. That categories will be categorized on the basis of the nature of the carbon atom hybridization. So carbon atom hybridization you already studied in the first year chemical bonding chapter. There the carbon, if it is sp3 hybridized, means the carbon is bonded to the other carbon with a single bond. If it is sp2 hybridized, means double bonded with the other carbon atom. sp hybridized means triply bonded with the other carbon atom. So based on this hybridization, these halo compounds are further classified, monohalo compounds. Specifically, our syllabus is having the classification of monohalo compounds. So these monohalo compounds are further classified into two categories. That is, compounds containing sp3-CX bond and compounds containing sp2-CX bond. Here, the first classification of monohalo compound is compounds containing sp3-CX bond. Here, the halogen atom is bonded to the carbon which is containing sp3 hybridized. sp3 hybridized means which is the carbon atom which is bonded to the other carbon atom through the single covalent bond. So such type of the class of the compounds are further again subclassified into alkyl halides, allyl halides and benzyl halides. So here compounds containing sp3-CX bond where the halogen is bonded to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom, where the carbon is bonded to the single bond with the other carbon atom. The first one is alkyl halide. You already know that alkyl halide, alkyl means the removal of the one hydrogen atom from the alkane is considered as alkyl. For example, alkane general formula is CnH2n plus 2. If I remove the one hydrogen atom from the alkane, then it will be considered as alkyl. That is, its general formula will be going to change as CnH2n plus 1. The CnH2n plus 1 is nothing but alkyl. And instead of that hydrogen atom, if I attached only one halogen atom, then it will be considered as alkyl halide. You remember here, this alkyl halide name we are using in the nomenclature of the haloalkanes on the basis of common system or trivial system. Usually the organic compounds are named according to the two systems, common or trivial system. Another one is IUPAC system. This classification specifically we are using for nomenclature of the organic compounds, especially haloalkanes and haloarenes, on the basis of the common system nomenclature. So alkyl halide means the monohalogen derivative of alkane, where the only one halogen atom is bonded to the alkane by the replacement of one hydrogen atom. For example, as I given you in the yesterday class, methane. If I remove the one hydrogen atom from the methane, it will be considered as methyl, and bonded with the chlorine, then it will be considered as methyl chloride. Ethane, removed with the one hydrogen atom. If I attach it with the bromine, then it will be ethyl bromide. So generally propyl bromide, butyl bromide, pentyl bromide, hexyl bromide, and so on. So this is about the alkyl halide. So these alkyl halides further again classified on the basis of the nature of the carbon atom to which the halogen atom is bonded. That is, primary carbon atom if it is there, alkyl, primary alkyl halide. Secondary carbon atom if it is there, secondary alkyl halide. Tertiary carbon atom if it is there, tertiary alkyl halide. So these alkyl halides are further classified into three categories: primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, and tertiary alkyl halide.